Number 6. B minus 20 1/2 equals 4/9. So, first thing I'm going to do is I see I only have one fraction. Excuse me, I wrote 49. I have two fractions. I have 1/2 and I have 4/9. So I need to look at my two denominators and I need to ask myself what is the least common denominator for these two. So I'm going to start with my 9. Is 2 a factor of 9? No, it is not. Multiply 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Is 2 a factor? Well, yes, it is. So I'm going to use 18. And that is going to be what I'm going to multiply everything by. But before I do that, I'm going to change this into a mixed, an improper fraction. It is a mixed number. So negative 20 times 2 is negative 40 plus 1 is negative 41/2. And right here I have my B. And on the other side, my equal sign is approximately in the same position. I have 4/9. Now you'll notice that I left a little bit of space because I now am going to multiply by that least common denominator. And I'm going to multiply every term by 18. Or 18 over 1. So they look a little bit more like fractions. So 18 times B is just 18B plus, I'm going to cancel. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So now I have to multiply 9 times negative 41. And when I do that, I get negative 369 is equal to, and right here I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to cancel. 18 divided by 9 is 2. So on the right hand side, I'm now going to multiply 2 times 4, and that's going to give me 8. Now I'm going to look at my algebra equation, and I can see that I have some addition going on, and I'm adding a negative number. So to undo that, I am going to add a positive number. I'm going to add 369, so I can take this to 0. But I have to do that on the other side as well. I'm going to move my 8 over a little bit so I don't mess up my addition. And so I'm left with 18B is equal to 377. And let me just double check. This was, looks like everything's correct in terms of positive and negative. That's what I was looking back at. This was a negative, but we got rid of that by adding the opposite, the positive. So I think I'm good to go on the fact that both of these are positive values. So I'm going to divide both sides by 18, and I'm going to be left with B is equal to I have a repeating decimal. 20 94/100ths. Now my 4 is repeating, so that means my next digit right here would be a 4 as well. And that 4 would tell me just to leave this 4 all by itself. So my answer here is going to be 2 94/100ths repeating with the 4 repeating in that 94/100ths. Number 7. y plus 3/4 equals 21. Yay, I only have one fraction. So I'm going to multiply all the parts by this denominator. So 4 times y plus 4 times 3/4 equals 4 times 21. I'm not writing this over 1 on this side. I could, but this is a whole number, so I'm just multiplying the two whole numbers together. So 4 times y is 4, plus 4 divided by 4 is 1, 4 divided by 4 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, is equal to 4 times 21 is going to be 84. So now I have addition here in my problem. So I'm going to undo addition by subtracting, and the quantity I'm going to subtract is 3. And if I do it on one side, I have to do it on the other side. These sum to 0, so I have 4y is equal to 81. Divide both sides by 4 because this is multiplication. So I'm undoing the multiplication. And y is equal to negative 81 divided by 4. This one is not a repeating decimal. It does terminate after 2 decimal places. So my answer is negative 20 and 25/100ths. Number 8. R minus 5 2/9 equals 14. And again, good news, I only have one denominator, so that's the denominator I'm going to use. And I'm going to multiply every single part of the equation by 9. So that's going to be plus, let's see, this is going to be 45, 46, 47 times 9. I'll go ahead and put it on this side. Equals 14 times 9. So this was plus a negative, so this is going to be a negative 47/9. So this is 9r. These two 9s are going to cancel. So negative 47 times 1 is negative 47. Equals 14 times 9 is going to be 126. Now I have addition here, so I'm going to do the opposite. I can subtract 47. That would be a negative 47, which would be adding 47. So this is going to sum to 0. So I have 9r is equal to 47 plus 126 is 13, 7, 173. Divide both sides by 9, and I'm going to get r is equal to 173 divided by 9. I have 2/10 repeating here. So this is going to be another wavy line because I have to 19 and 22/100ths repeating. And if I put my other digit out there, it would just be a 2, which tells me to leave this at 2. Okay, that's all I have time for. You can do numbers 9 and 10.